Capricorn, it's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come and see this. I popped into your reading for early October, Capricorn. As you come in, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation. Follow me on any other platform or subscribe to my Patreon. Now is the perfect time to do so. Your love readings will be going up on tier 1 of the Patreon. They're already going up. They're already up. Alright, so boom. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, soul, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Capricorns. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node to see what messages you have for them for early October. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. Yo, alright, so boom. I really feel like doing something that you know how to do effortlessly, and then all of a sudden forgetting somehow, halfway through. Some way it's like getting to the midpoint and forgetting what you're doing. Meanwhile, you do it all the time. 1:11 on the clock. For some of you, you manifested this. You're so worried about something. Your fear, about not being able or not knowing how to do something that you always do. You always know how to do. You do with ease, or you do without even thinking about it. Worrying about it so much would have you actually mess up something that's almost impossible for you to mess up, and showing you that you are the creator. You are the one who did this. You're the one who's responsible. I really feel like they're really being something about trying to tell someone something, someone trying to tell you something, warn you about your behavior, warn you about where you are, responsible for your thoughts. You're the one who's creating the issues in your own life. Right, broken arrow came out in reverse. Embrace the energy of peace. The ancestors are like, yo, you don't want to live a peaceful life. You don't want to have peace. I feel like you're worrying about things. What could go wrong? What's gonna happen? How? What is this person gonna do? Have you not? I'm not. How am I gonna see it coming? I literally came back from my break at 4:44, and meanwhile being totally in alignment. I don't care what's going wrong. I don't care what's happened, what's transpired. It was supposed to. I feel like genuinely being called out for your bad behavior, being asked to check yourself, look at yourself. I'm live, okay? Give me a few minutes. Yeah. I feel like, no, both of y'all give me a few minutes. I'm busy. I genuinely feel like there being some type of inconvenience. You wanting something on your own time when you want it, or not caring what an inconvenience it is to other people, or you're dealing with someone this way. But I just feel like you put yourself in compromising situations. You put yourself in positions that you're not supposed to. Things that genuinely are chaotic or don't bring you joy, don't bring you peace, and you get the short end of the stick, needing to learn your lesson, needing to not let people do this anymore, or not give your power away. It'd be so easy for you to blame someone else, and not take accountability for your own actions. You know what I mean? Well, they made me do it. No, you could have walked away. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to act that way. 3:33 on the clock. You didn't have to match their energy. You didn't have to come down to their level. I feel like acting really immature, or acting out in ways that literally would take you 2 steps back. I also really feel like someone gives you some amazing advice. Someone tries to tell you, someone tries to warn you, someone tries to tell you to raise your vibration. Stop thinking like that. Stop speaking like that. You're making it worse, or you're going to fuck around and manifest the outcome that you don't want, and you don't want to listen to them. Genuinely, yes, I literally just said this yesterday about not putting myself in compromising situations. So instead of arguing, I just let it be. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Because I feel like you've been getting this message for a while, Capricorn. And at this point, if you're not listening, the next time, for some of you, this just recently happened. You got put in. You got fucked over. You didn't control your anger. You didn't control your rage. You didn't control your emotions, and you're going to pay for it. You're paying for it as a result. Some of you got into some issues. Could be some court issues, some law, some legal issues. Some of you have lost out on relationships. Some of you got moved. Your position 4:44 on the fucking clock. No bullshit. Okay, some of you got moved, your positions being altered in some space. Some of you you don't even know that this happened. You don't even know that you were up for a promotion, or you were up to get something, or someone wanted to commit to you further. Someone wanted to invest in you further, and because of your actions, or because or what you showed them, or the way that you know the way that you showed up, it got blocked for you. Could be through them, or just divine saying, you know what, no, Capricorn, you're not ready, clearly, because you didn't pass this test, so I'm not going to give it to you. So again, and in fact, I'm going to teach you a lesson heavy on this energy. So for those of you who haven't been in this situation yet, you've been really lucky. You've been doing really stupid things that you shouldn't be doing, reacting from a really emotional place. Really, I just feel like count your lucky stars, count your blessings, that hasn't affected you in the way that it could, but play with fire and get burned. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, but not necessarily. Play with fire and get burned. I said what I said, okay? There's something about this. The next time that y'all do this, you're going to pay for it in some way. You're not going to like the repercussions. There's going to be, I said what I said. I'm going to stop reiterating it. Trust in the unknown out here. Embrace the energy of peace and trust in the unknown. Some of you really feel like if you're not the one who shows up to fix something, then it won't get fixed, then it won't get done, then it won't be a resolution. That's absolutely not true. Who made you in charge? Who said that Capricorn, it is you? Capricorn, you're the one. You have to be responsible, or you have to fix every fucking thing, because if you don't, someone else won't figure it out. A lot of you be dealing with people who be using y'all, and you really believe you really believe that shit. You really believe that if you don't show up and allow yourself to be used, or you don't show up and save the day, that they won't find somebody else to use. They won't find somebody else to help them where they need to be helped. They absolutely will. Okay, the only reason why they go to you first, why you the first stop, is because you've helped them in the past. They know you a sure thing. You're gonna be there for them. You're gonna show up, or they know that they can lash out in a certain type of way, and you're gonna react to it. Or this is you, yo. This is you, yo, where you show up a certain type of way, you lash out, you have a certain reaction, you have a certain outburst, you do things to get a certain response, and then you get it from this person. I feel like you're not going to keep getting it. It's going to be a rude awakening when someone stops feeding into you. When someone stops doing this, if we, I just feel like if we are going back and forth, and then you decide to put yourself in harm's way, you decide to put yourself in a bad situation, it is not my responsibility to snap you out of it. It's not my responsibility to get you to, calm down, to think rationally. I got to think about my own safety first. So you're going to put us both in a sad situation, a bad situation. Sad situation could be fucking tragic. I have you on the being in certain situations that could have ended a lot worse than they actually did. Some of y'all really be letting y'all anger get away from you. You don't know how to control yourself. And part of it is that y'all be dealing with people who don't have no self-control. Y'all be having sex with people who don't have no self-control. Y'all be sharing y'all lives with people, hanging out with people who don't have no self-control. You are who you hang out with, There's something about this. I also really feel like the way that you eat, the way that you consume things, or you dealing with people who eat this way, you may be trying to be a lot more strict on what it is that you eat, or one person is and another is not. And I just feel like bad habits rubbing off on the person, who is more strict or tries to be more on top of themselves, somehow tries to take better care of themselves. Somehow this could even be spiritually. I really feel like you being so disconnected from your ancestors. You're so disconnected from your spiritual practices. And I feel like, someone trying to warn you over and over again, or help you, or make suggestions over and over again, to no fucking avail, And the thing is that you have a certain level of awareness. Some of you have been doing certain spiritual work without preparation, or you trying to sell something. There's something about doing something that or you're marketing to the spiritual community in some way, or you're marketing as a spiritual tool in some way, a spiritual supply in some way, as even spiritual protection. Someone is doing this, whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, or you're watching them in close proximity. Someone wants to know why you don't want to work closely with them, because you ain't doing that shit the right way. Because you don't take the proper steps, because you ain't really praying, because you ain't really putting your magic into it, because you don't work by candlelight, because you don't cleanse your products, because you don't cleanse your tools, because you don't, that energy, with however this applies, or this is you're not doing these things, and you're trying to market something with a whole lot of excess energy, whole lot of energy that no one even deserves to be attached to. Y'all don't even be watching y'all thoughts. Y'all don't even be, I feel like there's something about creating certain things that you want to sell to people, your products, you know, products or some shit. So, you know, your services, you want to render services to people. You want to sell products to people, people who are very sensitive, people who are really spiritual, people who can feel certain things, not honoring that you're giving them things without cleansing them, or not even honoring the things that you're thinking about while you're making them, the things that you're meditating on while you're making them. That energy out here, right? And period. I feel like you need to slow the fuck down. Some of you really need to learn how to control your temper. You really need to learn how to control your temper. You really take on more responsibility than you should. You really, you know, you really need to learn how to sit still. You know, I feel like you're worried about so much. You know, you allow yourself to be so stressed about the things that you can't control, the things that you can't take care of right then and there. And I feel like you will find people who protect their energy, protect their vibration, kind of separating themselves from you when you start draining them. Not because you're going to fuck up their life, but because you end up draining them. You end up draining them. Someone's like, you can't block what's for me. I know what's for me, but do you know what's for you is for you? Do you know that you are in control? Do you know that you are casting spells over your fucking life with the shit that you're saying? Watch what you're saying, Capricorn. You're not even thinking about what you're saying. I feel like tend to yourself, connect with your feelings, yo. How do you feel about it? 11-11, how do you feel about it? What's on your heart to say? Okay, sync with the moon out here. You know, I feel like some fire magic needing to be done. Connect with fire out here in reverse, right? This could be, you know, creating certain products, doing certain rituals. For some of you, my business owners, or those of you especially specifically who have businesses that are led with intention, right? You know, or, you know, intention-based businesses, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm saying that the right way, but, you know, I make products with a certain intention, or, you know, I heal with a certain intention. That energy needs to be working with the moon. Needs to be working with the moon. I also really feel like needing to honor, needing to be working with the moon, using it. So if you're creating something, a product for protection, you should be using it on the full moon. You should be creating it on the full moon, or charging it on the full moon. That energy out here, or, you know, new moon for things you want to draw in. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the being in alignment, working your magic. But I also really feel like someone is go, and totally disconnected from their emotions. Someone is totally abusing the feminine in their life. You following suit. If you are the feminine being abused, you following suit and fucking abusing and neglecting yourself. Strengthen your fire magic, right? Connect with fire out here in reverse. But I said what I said earlier. Play with fire and you will get burned. So connect with fire out here in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. This could be needing to move the fuck on from a situation where that has you fuming inside, where you could pour fucking gasoline on a fire and make this shit worse, or where someone wants to do so, or this is a fire sign. Move on from this fire sign. Leave them alone. You know, this could be an Aries. They're fucking raging. The Aries is downstairs raging in a real way. I said what I said, though. Right, putting your energy into something. Use your hands. Some of you are making something, making a product. Needing to make sure you sync with the moon. Make the product on the right day. Use the energies. You know, this could be needing to know where the moon is when you make certain things. Not being hard on yourself when you're not super productive, right? But I also really feel like someone's creative. They make products, and they have a lot of anxiety. They have a lot of burdens. They have a lot of worry, a lot of stress that they're under, that they're putting into their work. You're not going to make your best work this way. You need to focus on healing first. Okay, you know, and I just feel like support is on the way. People who love you are going to show up for you, support you in ways that you can't even imagine. Everything's going to be all right. Stop stressing, stop worrying, you know, because that's what's going to make people not show up and want to help you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Don't forget that you'll find your love reading on tier 1 of my Patreon, Capricorn. I highly suggest you go subscribe. It's worth it. Love you.